I'm here with David of Unitree, and they're stealing the show here because they have the humanoid robot and robot. David, tell us a little bit about Unitree and what you're doing here.
Sure, Unitree's a company that developed robotic solutions in China. I'm here setting up their California offices. We're going to open up a showroom, and we have a website launching next week. It's called toborlife.ai. That's Tobor as in robot spelled backwards, life, Life.ai.
Yeah.
And we're going to be working with Unitree, which is a Chinese company, and representing them in California, delivering product, installing it, training people how to use it, and developing solutions for every day for it.
I'm in the AI space, and humanoid and robots, and combining that with GenAI technologies is a big deal. Are you doing anything like that with Unitree, or is it just standard humanoid robot kind of stuff?
No, we're also working on software for introducing it for use cases. We'll be working with local businesses, introducing the product to them, and what we can help Unitree with in the U.S. is with the software development, like that last mile integration. So in that regard, we're working with universities all through the U.S., and again, my charter is really to focus on what we can do in California in terms of getting the product out, the knowledge out. People react to it fantastic.
Yeah.
You see the reaction here. It's like that wherever we go.
It's such a showstopper. Like every time I see like a crowd of people gathered here, it's usually the humanoid robot that's right here that's hanging out right now, or the dogs. So what are some use cases? Why would somebody buy this?
These are being developed. We're at the very early stages of this industry. But the idea behind robotics is right now everybody's familiar with AI, but it's digital, it's online. This brings AI into the physical world to allow it to do
big
things.
Deal.
Yeah, it's a really big deal.
Hard, very hard.
And it's going to be changing the world over the next, you can argue about the time frame. Mostly right now, Unitree's focused on hardware solutions. They're producing platforms. You asked about the humanoid robot. So that would be going to like universities and places where they can research and develop use cases and software. So there's still a lot of software they need to catch up with the hardware. We are marketing the robot dogs now for the home, and shortly we're going to be marketing their B2 product for business. But it's all about developing use cases, software, and introducing people to this. It's so new.
I think that it's very possible that humanoid robots or household robots can be a common consumer good. Everybody has a refrigerator, everybody has a dishwasher, so I think you can have something similar for humanoid robots as well. And I think there are going to be different tiers, just like you might have different tiers for cars, right? You have premium, luxury, then you have your budget-friendly, something in the middle. And from what I'm gathering, from what I've heard, this would be an entry-level robot. Like, I think you're listing this at $30,000, which to me seems pretty affordable.
We have a couple models that we've announced. This is the H1, and that's about a $90,000 robot.
This is $90K.
And it's mostly for these places that want to research robots. And then we introduced one that's going to be shipping in some months from now called the G1, which is price point, and we announced it at $16,000, so a very low cost robot.
$16,000, that's got to be like $16,000, 1/6, that's got to be the cheapest robot on the market for something like that.
It's the cheapest humanoid, but lowest cost. But like you said, they'll have different capabilities. That can lift less, and it's smaller, but we're thinking like for elder care, that would be a great solution. There's tremendous opportunities for this over the next years.
And then what's going to be the training process? How's that going to look like? Because say you ship this to a elderly care facility, like how do they teach the robot? Are you going to have people on site to walk them through the process? Like how are you thinking about that?
That's what we're working with companies on. That's a good question. And some of it will be watching use, but the underlying software is still being developed that will enable that. Yeah,
that's going to be key in how that ships out. It's so new. Like I can see a model where you have third-party service people that actually go and they deliver the robots, or maybe rent the robots to a facility. They manage the robots, the training. They make sure that they're doing the things that's relevant to that particular task.
There's a lot of integration, a lot of setup right now. But as time goes on, that's going to become easier. Computers were that way at first. Now there's no setup at all. We think it's going to evolve into that. But yeah, initially there is a lot of engineering, a lot of setup. That's why we're working really in the researcher stage now, and we're providing the platforms to enable them to develop the software.
And in my space, we're seeing a lot of developments around LLMs in particular with vision and to reason about the world and to adapt to new and interesting use cases. So this combination of GenAI intelligence with robotics, I think is going to be such a game changer. I'm calling it right now. I think that in 5 years, you're going to have a lot of households have their own home robot, and that like everybody has a fridge, everybody has a dishwasher,
right.
Everybody's going to have a robot to help out with different tasks, to carry stuff, to watch the kids, to take out the dog or something. Like everybody's gonna have like a household robot kind of thing.
I was just shopping in my favorite Trader Joe's the other day, and I was thinking at some point Trader Joe's will have robot hours and human hours because everybody will be sending in their robot to shop,
right.
and they'll probably have to regulate that, right?
Human robot hours. I'm looking forward to that. Awesome, David. Where can people learn more about Unitree?
They can go to the Unitree site. If you search Unitree, it'll come up. And then I also invite you to check out the new site that's going to be coming up called Tobor Life. Again, robot spelled backwards, toborlife.ai for some great specials on the product.
Awesome. Thanks for your work. Appreciate it, David.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.